man is back.
Oh, okay, boys. Oh my gosh, the man got that stuff. This is a 5 out of freaking 5.
It is beat making time.
Next week is E3 week. My album comes out next week.
I have the leopard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But look at that, my God.
This is your boy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash, the True Inferno. Back at it with another Pokemon Unite commentary video gameplay for you guys. And this is something that I've been meaning to talk about for months. Well, technically like 2 months. But we're going to add a little spin onto it. So, now, let me get onto the topic for this video. And then, the original topic that I had for this video is going to be an example. I'm going to use it as an example for the main topic for this video. And that would be this. Should you go around and dropping money on whatever project your favorite content creators have in store for the general public? That's the question. That's the topic. So, and the answer is, well, it depends. It depends. And as long as you know what you're getting into, those are the two answers that I have for you guys. So, what was the original topic that I would be using as an example now? And that would be Pokimane's cookies. So yeah, y'all remember that topic. That was a thing back in November. Well, something similar to that, something similar, keywords, is happening in the game in the form of some gummies that were recently released. And the gummies are called Focus Fuel. So a bunch of content creators have gotten together, one of them being my homeboy, Mr. 7, and they released these gummies called Focus Fuel. They are now available at thefocusfuel.com. I did not get any at this moment in time. I don't know if I get any later. I don't know. But it do look interesting. It do look interesting in terms of like what they have to offer. So we're going to start with that. Then we're going to move on to Pokimane cookies real quick. So why haven't I jumped on the gun and gotten these gummies? So mostly because I have a bunch of trips planned for the year. And I'm, trying to save money here and there. So I'm not trying to just waste it on anything that I see online. So that's one right there. So looking at this, they got 3 flavors, right? They got blue raspberry lemonade, they got fruit punch, and they got watermelon. So outside from the actual fruit itself, I'm not really a watermelon guy. But the other 2 flavors, yeah, they seem interesting. Like if I had to choose out of 3, I would probably roll with the fruit punch first and then the blue raspberry lemonade. But that's beside the point. Let's get on to the meat of it. How much does it cost? So they have samplers, which cost $20. So look like you'll get 6 gummies of all 3 flavors, 6 gummies each of all 3 flavors. And they got full size that costs, well, let's take a look at this. A one-time purchase is $27. And then if you subscribe, you would save 10%, and you would basically be paying $24.29. And all this is USD, obviously. And then here you pick whatever flavor you want, whether, out of the 3. Now, delivery is like once per month, so it's like every 30 days with the 10% discount. So there's that. Or if you just want to get it one go and see how it is, whatever, blah, 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 then you can do that. I would probably say if you want to do that, get the sampler so you can try it out, see what the flavor's like. And plus, it's cheaper. It's cheaper than any other thing there. And the question here is, should you mess with this product? Like, they do have an FAQ in terms of, like, is it for pregnant people because of what's is contained in this, obviously they talk about it's soy free and all this other stuff. And is there another product out there that is similar to this that is cheaper? So you got to ask yourself these questions. And are the gummies that good to the point where you would be getting them every month or so? So you got to answer these questions, things of that nature. So I will be going to LA next month, and if they're out there, I would try it out, and if they're good, I may order a bag or whatever the case may be. I'm not doing a subscription thing, but I may order a bag like once every 5 months or something like that, because I don't mess with sweets like that or gummies like that. And what I mean by gummies, I'm not talking about one of those weed gummies or anything like that. That's not what this is. So this is like gummies for obviously energy, so that gives you energy. So that's what this is about. So that's what I mean by like, is this something you want to mess around with, that you want to support and things of that nature? And right now I'm on the fence. Like I wanted to, see the product in person first before I drop $20 at least, or $27 or whatever the case may be, because tax gonna be included and stuff like that. So now let's get on to my main example here. That would be Pokimane's cookies, because that was a conversation back in November because people were hating on her for charging the amount she was charging for her cookies. So let's take a look at her website, or this website called minersnacks.com. So they switch it up now since I first saw this. So once upon a time, I believe, yeah, the cookies were, if you try to get like a one-time thing, they were $28 before shipping and handling. And before tax as well, by the way. So yeah, there was $28 for 4 packs. And within these packs, we talk about 112 cookies. So total, not per pack, but total. I forgot how many were in there per pack, but total, it was like, yeah, 4 packs with 112 cookies in each pack. So I think that was like 30, if my map is correct. I think, no, it wasn't 30. It was like 20. It was 20 something. I think the math is 28. 28 cookies per pack for a grand total of 112. So there you go with that. Now, should you get these cookies? Because again, if you do the math, 4 packs, that's basically $7 per pack. Should you get these cookies? Well, I mean, there are other cookies out there. Like you could get Oreos, party size, 25.5 ounces for like $6 at Walmart. And I think there's like 32 cookies in there right off the bat, or 29 servings. So that's like 29 servings per container. And serving size is 3 cookies. So I guess like one serving size is 3 cookies, but there's 29 servings. So I guess if you do the math, like 29 times 3, I guess that's how that works. I could be wrong with that. I don't know. But that would be a better deal in my opinion. And then there's also, and I saw this somewhere else as well, I believe it was at Office Depot. Mrs. Fields got cookies. 1 box, packs of 30 cookies for $16, which is not a good deal in comparison to what she had. Because you can get 28 for $7. So, I mean, that's not a good deal. So, like, she have a better deal there than here. So, and in fact, if you get 2 of these Mrs. Fields, that's $30 for 60 cookies. When remember, originally, you would get her, like 4 packs that contain 112 cookies for $28. Now, you got to look at the size of the cookies as well. Like, they're not that big. They're not the big of a size of an Oreo cookie or the size of a Mrs. Fields. So, you got to take that into consideration as well. So, they're mini cookies. So, that's another thing you got to take into consideration. They're mini cookies. So, there's that as well. Now, here's the biggest thing. This is what I was hearing around that time. And that would be this. If you go to Costco's, there are cookies that are exactly similar to the ones that Pokimane are selling that you can get for way less. That's what I was hearing around the time. The thing about Costco's is you need to be a membership to shop there and all that jazz. So if you have a membership to do that and you can get those cookies, then yeah, fine, assuming they're there, fine, knock yourself out, go have at it. So, and that's what I mean by doing your research. If you go to Costco's, if you see cookies similar to what Pokimane have here, then yeah, maybe you should go with those as opposed to Pokimane. Now, that's how it was back then. Now, here's how things are now, which is interesting. And I'm going to clear it up. If you go to her website, that minersnacks.com, where it's not her website, but if you go to that website, now there's a minor snack club that will mark off 10% off of the cookies. And there's no one-time thing. It's now a subscription only. So basically, you'll be getting them every 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 8 weeks. That's how it is now. There's no, one-time thing and then that's it. No. Which is very, very weird. It's very, very weird. Now, here's how this minor snack club works. All you do, you check it. And it'll mark the price down, if you go with the 4-pack, from $28 to $25.20. And then I'm thinking, snack club, normally when you hear something like that, normally when you see something like that, and then when you read the info, it says, enjoy discounted prices, surprise gifts, and free shipping. Cancel or change your subscription details at any time. And then I'm like, so how much does that cost? Like the minor snack club, how much does that cost? It don't say. There's no further information on it. So if I were to go to cart and I was go to checkout, it literally says, well, let me see what happens. I put in my shipping address. So we're going to put in Detroit, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, so they will add shipping to it. Talks on shipping is free, but apparently not, unless you have to spend a certain amount. I don't know. So they gave me a $5 shipping charge. So basically my total would be $30.19 because I'm in Detroit. So, but that $25.20 is still there. And there's no other fees onto this. And now the only thing you will see is under the total, recurring subtotal. So this is $25.20 every 4 weeks. And more likely they're going to charge you shipping. So basically it's $30.19 every 4 weeks. If I were to keep it at 4 weeks, or I could change it to 6 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever the case may be. But there's no info on that subscription club or whatever that thing is called, which is very, very interesting if I do say so myself. So for $25.20, are these cookies still worth it? I mean, again, like I said, there are cheaper options out there, and apparently at Costco's. You know, Oreos, you get slightly bigger cookies. You get more in a pack for like $6 as opposed to a pack of mini cookies for $7 or less now. So, I mean, it's really up to you. But the question, like, it's really up to you. And you got to wonder, do they really taste good or not? Because that's a lot of mini cookies. You're talking about 4 packs. And you got to be stuck with them if you don't like them. So that's another thing you got to consider. Because this ain't something that is in the store. Or there's not a free test thing. Or it's not a, like, sampler. So, you know, you got to consider all these things before you drop the gun and say, oh, yeah, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Now, in terms of the hate that she got over these cookies back then, like, I wouldn't go as far as to say, oh, you should, like, hate her or try to cancel her for cookies, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But all you got to do is just do your research, see if there's any other products out there similar to this, and you can decide whether or not you want to go with this or not. If you go with this, it's on you. Just don't force anybody else to do it. If you don't go with this, okay, fine, so be it. No big deal. But, and then to make matters worse, she was also criticizing people for hating on her for the fact that she was charging $28 for cookies. Calling people, I forgot what she called people. I think she called people idiots. And accused people of not knowing how to do math. So it's like $7 per pack. And the thing about that is this. First of all, no, it's not. Because you got to include shipping. So that's one. So there's that right there. But that was at the time. Well, shipping still included, but you get the point. So that's one. And then two, like, well, I can understand people say, oh, you can insult your audience right there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all find that offensive? Like calling people idiots and not knowing how to do math? Y'all call that insulting? Like, bruh, if y'all have an issue with being called an idiot, y'all need to get off the internet. Y'all need to develop a backbone. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, y'all get bent out of shape because she's calling, not you directly, by the way, but she's just calling, you know, the people who have issues with her selling cookies for $28 idiots and not knowing how to do math. I'm like, y'all, like, why are you getting so offensive so easily? Develop a backbone, grow a set. You know, and that's what I've been saying about, you know, cats on the internet. Like, y'all soft as hell. Like, this generation is soft as hell. And y'all need to grow a set. Y'all need to develop a backbone. So, should she have said that? No. But then again, it's not like she's going to lose subscribers or viewers or anything like that. Because, like, you know, people forget. People forget. That's how another thing about society nowadays. Y'all forget. So, and y'all forgive, apparently. So, even though the internet don't forget, people do, and they forgive. So some people do. Most people, rather. It varies. So there's that as well. Overall, the bottom line is this. Would I recommend you mess with her cookies? If there's a cheaper option out there, I would say no. But because of the fact that the price decreased and it's Pokimane and you may want to support her, then it's up to you. Same with the gummies, the Focus Energy joint. So if y'all want to mess around with that, what's that thing called? The Focus Fuel. Yeah. If y'all want to mess around with that, that's up to you. Knock yourself out. I'm still on the fence on that. I need like a sampler that I can actually get my hands on right there on the spot before I say, yeah, sign me up for that or whatever. So it's up to you on how you spend money. I'm not the type of guy to tell people how to spend money or to spend the money on something rather. So I would say do your research before you just straight up jump on whatever bandwagon these content creators have just because they're your favorite content creator. So that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to call it a wrap. So with all that said, y'all know who this is. This is your boy New J Gatsby, a.k.a. New Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Yeah.